Yeah, so let's talk about something today. Today is solely about uh, running a computer shop. Yeah, let's now get away a bit. Let's go away a bit from the repair videos and let's try today to see how you can run a computer shop. The best way to run a computer shop, because the repair industry is not very easy sometimes. For those who have been able to do that, they know the repair industry is not that easy, and there are so many challenges involved in the repair industry. And so one of the first thing I would recommend you as a person who want to start the repair industry is to have the licenses in your government, the country you operate, the legal licenses that you're supposed to have. And please try to acquire all of them for you to be able to be at peace with the legal authorities. The people who run those licenses, if they appear to your shop one day and they tell you to produce those licenses, please be in a position to produce all of them so that you cannot find yourself in trouble with the government or any other legal authorities. So the other thing I would like to talk about is the having a paperwork. Having paperwork for your computer shop is very important as a technician. I remember there's a time, actually, I keep getting this all the time. And I can't tell you how many times the paperwork have saved me from a lot of troubles. Because in a computer shop, sometimes you get clients who come to you, they want to buy new laptops, but instead of giving you the full amount, they have their, we call it the trade-in. The trade-in is when you are getting a laptop from, you're going to take their old laptop and maybe add some amount to get a new laptop. Yeah, sometimes we allow that for royal customers in our shop, because I do not only deal with the repairs, I also sell laptops. I also deal with accessories, the phone, the chargers, and SSD and everything, anything related to laptops. And sometimes phone, I deal mostly with Samsung and iPhones. And so a customer will bring a phone to you. Sometimes you buy second-hand phones. Yeah, if the deal is good, you sit down, talk with the client, and maybe buy the phone. If you don't have paperwork, you are going to find yourself in a very big trouble. I'm talking this about a technician who was not far away from me, from where I'm operating right now. And a phone came to him with a client. They sold the phone to the client. And they sold the phone to the technician. I'm talking about the client who came with the phone to a computer shop and sold the phone to the technician. And so the technician bought the phone. But the big mistake the technician did, he didn't have paperwork. And so it turned out that the phone was taken from another person. And unfortunately, very, very unfortunately, the guy whom the phone was taken from was dead. It was a crime and the guy happened to die. Maybe he didn't even die because of the phone, but in the process, it was purported that during the commotion, trying to grab him or try to rob him, in the process, the thieves left. They never cared about the guy. So the guy died. And so the thief who stole the phone, they came to sell the phone to the computer shop that this guy belonged. You can imagine the phone was tracked, found in his shop, and that guy, up to today, he's in jail. He could not even produce an evidence that that phone was brought to him by people he didn't know. He paid the money and the guys went. There's nowhere you can get them. And usually here in this country, when the police arrest you and you want to come out of jail, you have to produce the guy who sold that phone to you so that you can trade in your freedom with his captivity. You understand, eh? He has to be captured for you to have the freedom. So one of the things that I found very, very bad, or very, very not good at all, is not having a documentation in a computer shop. You come to my shop to sell something to me. I have a sales agreement. I have sales agreement, yeah. If I make a laptop to you, I'll give you a receipt. If you leave my laptop in my shop, I'll give you a job card. I have all those books here. There are way too many books here because I don't want to find myself. Okay, let me try to show that. All these are books that caters for, and these are the small ones. I have other two bigger books. You see these ones, eh? These are two books with so many pages. Now these are job card. I have my terms and conditions here, and when I have the one to write in a carbon copy behind, so that when I tear this, you go with this one, and I'm left with a carbon copy. So why do I keep doing this? Why do I do that? I do that to protect myself. because in the repair industry there's so many bad things that happen here. Now you can imagine the story I've just given you of a guy who was the phone was brought to him, he bought. He didn't have any bad intentions, he just wanted to make profit out of that business, but the mistake was that he didn't have a paperwork, he didn't have sales agreement, he didn't have anything to show that that phone was not stolen. And so the police concluded that he was part of the gang. Actually, he might be the person who killed the other guy. And when we followed up to go and find out, when the police took him to the hospital, actually it was near the morgue. They found the wife of the guy crying there, and now the wife was saying, "You could not have killed him. You could have only taken the phones and money, but you could not have killed him." But trying to tell the woman that I'm not the guy who killed that person, it was too late for him. Now up to today, that guy judgment came out just I think last year around June there, and that guy was to be jailed I think for 30 years. 30 years, yeah. That's how tech business can be difficult sometimes and dangerous sometimes if you don't have a paperwork. So when a laptop is being sold to you, be it new, so mostly we get used laptops, take a sales agreement, write every documentation, do everything and everything. So I've bought several laptops used from the clients. I'll tell you that for free. I've bought several laptops, and I can tell you for some like 3 instances, I've found myself in the hands of the police. Or I can say the police came to my shop, and guess when the police come, and they will just come with a normal customer. Hey, do you have this? Do you have that? And all of a sudden they produce a badge and tell you, we are police from this department and we're investigating a case here. And just later to come and see the guy who sold the laptop is just there behind. Now he pops up in your shop and says, like, you remember that laptop I sold to you? Well, we need it. And every time I produce the documents, I have a very firm ground, and sometimes I even refuse to come out of my shop. I tell them right now I'm busy, just go do whatever you're going to do, call me. And do you know why I'm able even to negotiate for those terms? It's because I have documentations. I have documentation to show these people that this laptop was sold to me. And don't buy laptop without the legal documentation of the clients. Take the ID, write it down, do the all the details, and sometimes I even capture a picture. Yeah, if it gets to that, to have your freedom, just do that way. So yeah, it's very dangerous sometimes to run a computer shop without paperwork. If possible, when you are repairing the laptops, you have a laptop that came with a client, the laptop is not working, the laptop is dead. If possible, I'm saying this, if possible, let the customer live with their data. Let customers live with their data, be it the SSD, be it the hard disk, or at least tell them to back up their data. Make it as a rule. Make it as a rule and condition, terms and condition at your shop. Back up your data or live with your data. One thing for me I do, I immediately disassemble the laptop, the back cover, I remove the data and give it to the customer. Take your data. You know why I do this? Very simple. Suppose if this is the laptop I'm repairing and the customer had just come and left the laptops with me. Suppose I lose this laptop. Something happens, this laptop cannot be found in my shop, and the customer left the laptop with me. What am I supposed to do? Yeah, in the whole world, I do believe there's another laptop like this one. Yeah, I'm talking the whole globally, in the whole world, in all corners of the world. You might find a laptop, and you will find this laptop was not made one piece. There are several pieces. The eBay, the Amazon, you're going to get an identical laptop like that one of the customer. The question is, where do you get pictures for the customer? Where do you get document for that customer? The birth certificate. There is his education documents. Some pictures at a certain wedding they did some few years back. Some pictures with his mother, his grandmother who passed away 5 years ago. Where do you get those pictures? Suppose now this guy starts a litigation process to sue you, and all he needs is his backup, his data back. You see how difficult that is, eh? That is very tedious. So it's always advisable, give client their data to live with it, or at least make it a rule in your shop. Back up your data. The other thing, if this laptop is brought to you, and they leave this laptop with you, have a card or a job card that is showing that this laptop was left in your shop solely for repair purposes and nothing else. For repair purposes and nothing else. Why? One day a police is going to appear on your shop here. You try to convince them that this laptop was left for repair purposes, and they will not believe you. Sometimes even the client is nowhere to be found. They have tracked the laptop to your shop. The client is not even there to ask him, hey, remember you brought this laptop here for repair? And even sometimes, even when the client is there, sometimes these people are funny. They will say, hey, me, I don't know how the laptop came into your shop. Me, I don't know. Maybe you stole it, because he just want to save himself or herself. So that is important to have a job card. Write a job card to customer and be left with a carbon copy. Remember the books I've just shown you, they have the white part and the greenish part. That's a carbon copy. Be left with a copy and take the legal documents, the ID, the phone number. Make sure you are writing the correct documents, because if they want to, they will give you some wrong information, and when it's time to come to present your evidence to the police, there's nothing that is holding water. You get what I'm telling you? So write a job card to the client if the laptop is left with you. Also the phone, especially the phones, are very dangerous. Phones are very dangerous. You cannot run a phone industry or a cell repair shop without paperwork. You cannot run that shop without paperwork. That is very dangerous of you. You may find yourself in prison very quickly. So we have talked about paperwork and about customers' data and job card when they leave your gadget with you. So another issue to look for, or maybe to try to avoid overstoring gadgets in your shop. So this laptop came yesterday. I have it the other day. For a week it's here. For 2 weeks it's here. For that week it's here. And that brings some confusion, because you see this laptop is disassembled. We don't have the back cover. We don't have the battery. We don't have the things like SSD and whatever. They are here. The network card, the SSD. The battery is somewhere here. It's here. Where's the battery? You can see, just yesterday I've started to lack with the battery. I'm not finding the battery. So, you see, So, now I want you to ask yourself, what happens if you have this gadget for a whole month opened like that? So the easier way to do it, work on the gadget. If you are able to work on the gadget and there's a successful case of the repair is okay, return the gadget the way it came. Return everything and store the gadget as one. If you're waiting for a certain chip and maybe you are feeling like you don't want to assemble back the laptop because of what, it's also tedious and also very tiring to keep assembling laptops and disassembling. Have one cotton or a one pouch where you throw device with all their components inside. Everything that came out of that device, take them in a certain carton or a certain pouch and close it, and maybe label that pouch a certain label that will make you remember the depending on the client who left the laptop. You understand? That is to make your work easier. And that will make your shop a bit, the work in the workflow in the shop a bit easy, and not also very tedious and also very tiring. Before they used to bring laptops to me. I would disassemble the laptop, work on the laptop, and I see I need a certain chip, and then I'll just place the laptop somewhere. You see, the laptop is on a certain shelf. Something like this is also on a different shelf. The battery is on a different shelf. Everything is all scattered. And when 2 weeks are gone, I'm very, very confused on where I put all those items. And finding them now, you find that you might even waste 4 to 3 hours trying to find, where did I put the battery? Where is the battery? Where is the SSD? Where is the network card? And so it's always good to be organized in your computer shop to make the work easier. So guys, those are the best tips I can share to you if you're thinking about starting a computer shop. If you think about starting a cell repair industry, one and the most important things is to have legal licenses, have paperwork. Be careful with gadgets that are being sold to you. Sometimes they bring gadgets that are from theft, and some of the gadgets, whatever, as they were getting stolen, they left messes. So those gadgets claimed blood, those gadget claims, and so when you find yourself in a court, or especially on a gadget that had been stolen and somebody has been injured in the process, that is tough. You don't want to find yourself in that position. You really don't want to find yourself in that position. I can tell you that for free. So try to be very careful in the tech industry. There's so many things that come in this industry, and you have to be very careful. paperwork, licenses. Be careful who you buy the gadgets from, and also try to keep your shop organized. And the other thing that I'm going to say, and I find this with a lot of technicians, including me. Also, if you're a technician out there, try to share it with me down in the comment section. Sometimes we don't even know when to stop. When you start working on a laptop, you don't know when to stop. You keep fighting until you find that you have wasted 2 hours with that motherboard, which is not healthy since you have other gadgets waiting for you. So what's the best thing to do? Start with the easy jobs. The easy jobs that are going to convert money very quickly. If you have like 6 jobs, start with the laptop that look very easy jobs. The ones that are going to get ready very quickly. Don't start with the difficult ones. They are going to take much of your time, and they are going to deny you of the money you could have earned by starting on the easy jobs very quickly. Finish them, and then you can now start working on the difficult jobs. Because you will make money quick. At the end of the day, we are here to make money. We are here to make money at the end of the day. So try to utilize your time very well to make extra coin, because that is what was made you start that computer shop, or maybe wake up very early to come and start that repair industry, or maybe to come and start repairing devices. So guys, that is what I wanted to share with you, and that is it for today, and let's meet in the next video. If you have not subscribed, what are you waiting for? Let me know what you think down in the comment section. Technicians out there, talk to me down in the comment section. How do you run your shop? How do you run your shop? And that is it, guys. Let's meet in the next video.